drops into those protection pots.
Give me 1 second. I gotta fix my UI. I forgot which one it is.
Ah, man.
All right, let's try to pull in about 45 seconds or 30 seconds or so. Give me 1 second. I'm relogging.
Summon a front. Yep.
Bro, you're online. Warlocks use Immolate. Don't use Shadow Bolt. It's a faster cast.
On offline.
There's a lot less damage there.
VCB. That's what it is. Give me a second. One of my add-ons was acting up.
People with the charges come to diamond when he's coming together. Oh, that.
Yeah, shit. Ignore what I just said. Use Shadow Bolt. Fucking hard bird.
Is it a greater nature potion or is it some cheap shit?
The cheap shit's good too.
Alright, I'm ready to go. Alright, is everyone ready? Group's consolidated. So remember, back half of the room first. Everyone sync your sapper charges, and then we're going to do the other side of the room on the next phase. Only a couple people are staying in. But in fact, I think it's only Quillian right now. It's all about just sustaining through these waves, so.
Bring riding tips off.
Alright. Double check your gear. Last call for buffs. Alright, pulling in 3, 2, 1. Pulling now. Everyone in.
Come on, guys. You have a soul stone, right?
Blow a B-res on him, Ken. Yeah, get him up. So he definitely doesn't drop gas on this first phase, and I want to try moving him less and have you guys just moving out of the gas. Like it's havoc if I move him, but yeah, just
move slowly towards
pivot.
east, if you're gonna move east.
Yeah, you're right. Let's let everyone get ready on the far side of the room. For this freeze, we got to be in position ready. Alright, pop it. Melee, we're a little late, but we're already in the right side of the room, so we just focus all the slimes on this side. And this is just number of hits, so you don't have to have frost weapons here. So just get ready on the slimes. You want to kill them before moving on. You assist train these basically, so just. Alright, no DPS on this when he pops up. Alright, decent. So we just gotta mimic that a couple more times. Give me a second. Alright, got him. Umkin again. Jesus Christ. He's fucking super sensitive right now. My threat's like half is what it feels like. Like I'm pumping shield slams into him and he's going on healers. Just get out of the poison. I'm going to try not to move him. You just have to, yeah, it's got a big hitbox. Alright, we got to move to the other side. Get ready.
Melee in.
Get out of the toxin.
They were AFK 2 seconds ago. Shadow was.
Nuke him.
Better.
Bot by you.
Right. Play it safe. Get out. Make sure people have someone that needs to be out there to remove that poison. If you guys can't remove it yourself, call for it. Or get it removed before you leave. But another volley coming right now.
I don't know if anybody else. 5% on this next phase. It all it takes is one shatter. We don't have to do the next phase.
So I'm gonna move him more towards the middle of the room. Or I'll move him a little bit over here on this far side. Keep pro up. I think outranged.
Gotta cleanse the mages first right now.
Alright, melee in now.
Keep the damage up on him. Come on, keep on. We're not gonna get enough hits on him.
He fizzle cleaned.
Yeah, everyone's dead, isn't it? So we just have too many deaths. I think it's a nature problem. Like, it's just a bunch of fucking nature resist damage on everybody. Or nature damage, I should say.
Can't melee into the second phase. Can't do it.
They weren't. They ran out. That was the normal timing for us to call melee in, like, if we had people alive, but we had too many dead.
For whatever reason, we did a lot better on the first shadow than the second shadow. 56% was totally fine on that first shadow.
There were at least 5 in the corner that no one ran. That's what I saw. Here's a melee at least, and I know it's tough to like predict that on the second one and be observant, but I think we all were going to one side, and there was a bunch inside of it.
Well, we lost 2 healers right off the bat. Well, 3 really in the first phase.
Yeah, he's fucking squirrely every time he resumes. Like,
I don't know, Suicide.
it's intentional. I'm not familiar with the exact mechanic of it, but it's intentionally that way. I'll try to do a better job of standing on top of him with a higher rage bar, but besides that, like...
Should we have more melee in their arm to help? Or?
That was better, grouping up on the sides.
I think the first
I want to go heavier nature resist, because if we just keep people alive, it's easy mechanics. Like, it's all about mitigating the damage, and let's try going... I just want everyone in heavy nature resist for now, until we get this, like... I think it was maybe a mistake to not go heavier nature resist earlier.
Worth a shot if you
Try to hit 150, yeah. Everyone's using a pot that can afford it, so I mean it's... Yeah. It definitely helps, but like we have to get these mechanics down, so nature resist is a consistent thing for us that'll help. So yeah, let's try to get everybody at 150 the entire raid, and then honestly some I encourage more if you have good gear for it. But let's have the entire raid put on about, you know, 25, 30, 40% more nature resist than you had on before.
Yeah, team, if we had everyone who's in enough nature resist, I would say keep everyone in, but because we don't, it's too much stress on the dispellers to keep everyone pushing phases.
I mean, why don't we just rock the other end of the spectrum? Like, we go even too much nature resist, and we run out, and that way we have...
Yeah, that's fair. That's what I was figuring we'd try right here. Go heavy nature resist and do the exact same strat we're doing.
Like, if we see there's an issue with the freezing, then we can have people like leave 2 to 3 melees stay in. This way at least we have people that are alive for the third phase, because it seems very like right now we don't get past those.
Yeah. Yeah, we have people dying from the AoE. And
The question is, should I bring the priest who has plenty of nature resist, or should I keep the paladin in with the saboteur, which one's going to be more important?
I'd say you on your priest. You're fucking abyss priest, like healer god. Let's get you on your main regardless of how many charges we have.
Well, on the paladin, I can no games at all.
Yeah, he's cleansing and saboteur.
Yeah. I guess that's pretty fucking important, so stay on it then. I forgot, we lose it.
Dispelling like a melee with a lot of health over like a mage with no health because he dies. Yeah, so like we gotta think the mages and warlocks and hunters, like they're gonna be in the whole time, so we wanna prio them for getting those. And range whenever we do phase, like
Yeah, I agree. Sorry. Let's try to get this reset quickly. Can't take too long between these wipes, otherwise we're not going to make progress. It's about repetition, self reflection, some constructive criticism, and then try to build off that and keep going at it. So if we feel like we're stagnant in this strategy after trying one more time, I'm open to open it up, and I have my own recommendation of what I'd like to try, but we'll reassess. Personally, I want to go full nature resist and everybody's in the entire time. Just never run in or out. You just avoid poisons on the ground, and you barely move the boss. That's the way it used to be done.
Ronald, we can't. We just don't have enough astounding firepower to complete people with full out. What about the
I disagree possibly. Like, it's only 150 that you can resist altogether with high enough nature resist on the initial hit, and then the ticks aren't crazy with heavy nature resist on you.
What does this do? Is the extra poison resistance?
It's worth trying to see how much it stresses us, but that's,
just keep melee out if he doesn't have the frost weapon. That's a
yeah.
I hear you. I would say, like, based on how many mages we have and wands, we only need 2 to 3 melee in frost weapons, and those should be the ones with over like 250 on buff NR. Everyone else should be in a lot of NR, and then we'll just come in because like I'm seeing that, you know, you lose about 50 to 60 DPS when you go to 4 NR, but it's like at the end of the day, those if we are focusing those mobs right, that should lead to, you know, if we can last 2 more phases, that's the key. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of us having the DPS to kill the things. It's of us having the right distribution of focus and
Yeah.
right.
And so, hey, you know, we already wiped our buffs. I'm not scared of experimenting here, guys. The way this fight used to be done is everyone's in the entire time, and if you're having an issue with nature resist, you wear more nature resist gear, and you just, that's it. You avoid the poison clouds, you barely move the boss, and you just power him through these phases, and then you get way more of the proportionate time you get to work on the ads instead of just standing there tanking his AoEs over and over again. So I think a significant portion of our raid has the frost stuff, and if they don't, they can wear a frost oil. We've plenty to pass out, so everyone can be contributing to those frost hits. And then when you're cracking them, it doesn't matter what you're doing, and you can. So yeah, I just, for me, for this one, guys, I think I want to basically force through a decision right now and have everybody in on full nature resist. So like, don't completely cheese for it, but aim for 200 plus if you can achieve it. DPS, maybe you can pull off like 150 to 200 without selling out too hard. And let's make sure every single melee person has a frost oil no matter what. And ideally you put the frost oil on your frost weapon, the proc weapon, and then just, you know, switch weapons mid-fight. So trade pro if you're melee and you need a frost oil. I have like 5 I can pass out.
Guys, Churro and Tiumbra and Mad need some.
Trade pro in the front for frost oil. And you guys can trade me, and let me give you 2. I don't mind giving you guys 2, Blua and Glute. 1 for each weapon. What do you don't need a, yeah, sorry. And it looks like someone else has them. Flesh has 4.
Last round, are you in Garage? Yeah, you are. Let's get a summon on the blast.
Alright, I think most people are good. Alright, so let's, and hey, we're going to try this once or twice. If we get a bad feeling, we can back out organized and get many more repetitions in here. So let's focus on, you know, preventing needless deaths back there. It's another reason to do the far side first, so that way you're close to the exit in phases 2 and 3 if you're having trouble.
Hello?
Let's try to get like 150 unbuffed. Yeah, Tina, I'm not sure. I want everyone, and I mean, wear a little more even. People need to be watching their combat logs these fights and assessing your damage intake and try to get a feel for your DPS, and like you don't want to gimp your ability to kill a slime before he runs back in so low if you're capable of doing that too hard, or at least get him to 20% health or 25. But let's definitely put on more than we had last attempt, and let's give this another go.
Put Laz in a full group for his aura.
We want a soulstone on Rupin.
Yeah.
Guy who dies loses everything.
How many attempts have you guys done?
One.
How'd it go?
It was okay. The first attempt was okay. In phase 1, we actually went down to 55, and then on 60.
Well, now we're gonna get them down to 30.
Yeah. All right. Does everyone have a charger? Are you inside yet?
I'm here. I'm
Nice.
literally in the back.
All right. So we're ready to go, right? Everyone's buffed.
Yep.
Confident. Everyone knows what they're doing. Same strat as last time. Actually, so Laz, I was about to make an executive decision and tell us we're just going all in with heavier natures to scare, no running in and out. And then every single melee person has frost oil and or frost weapons, and both ready to go. You only use that to freeze him. Once he's frozen, you go back to normal weapons. And then we're going to move him around in the phase he's mobile to position him where we want to target the slimes when they spawn. That worked pretty well for us last attempt. So we're going to start far side. The idea is here we're going to kill him pretty fast through these phases though. So let's just do everyone in on the pool. Give me a second. The hardest part is when he comes up after being broken, his aggro is really fucking squirrely, and it has a tendency to jump on casters. So, or healers, I should say. So you guys try to give me a break, and try to keep max distance from where he's going to spawn, and give me plenty of time to pick it up. And also other people like melee, like Fury Warriors, are welcome to also try and pick him up with me. Maybe DPS and then throw a Sword of Ward on and stop doing anything unless I peel him off you.
Real quick on that. Boomkin, when you got aggro that last attempt, how far away from the boss were you? Were you far away?
He got aggro because Susa got the initial aggro, and he got aggro from him.
Yeah, how far away
I think
were you, Susan?
I wasn't close.
Everyone just stay a decent amount behind for Rupin.
Yeah,
Give
and
it at least 10 yards.
I'm going to use a Rage Pot before I mount up and run in, so that'll help as well.
He doesn't take spike damage. There's no reason to be popping huge heals as soon as you walk in.
So I'm not going to be kiting him too much, even though melee's in the entire time. Everybody just has to avoid the poison clouds. They're not that big, and he has a huge hitbox. You just position to a different part of him. In the later phases, I may have to move him more, because I think his hitbox should shrink with his size. But so I'm going to try to avoid running around like an idiot, and just everyone has to get out of the poison clouds. That's it.
Hey, before we fuck ourselves, I'm getting word here that the guy that kills it consistently in Blacklisted, he's saying that he's just full NR, he should use full NR no doubt if we're going for the strategy, if 150 is not enough, so...
Okay,
So what
then
we're doing
good
now,
call.
we're not taking her right
No,
now.
I that's what I was basically saying already, so that just emphasis. I want you guys to put on even heavier nature resist than you had on before. So like kick,
Something like
yeah,
Uber status.
yeah.
Alright.
That's what this fight's all about. It's been killing us over and over again.
Who's doing kings?
So yeah, I just
Paladins,
let's
not kings.
let's have everybody put on basically every single piece of nature resist gear you have. Try to hit high 200s, or 200 plus. You're gonna use consumables to get you the rest of the way in terms of being able to pump out heals and dispels and shit. And we're gonna breeze through these phases because we have everybody in.
Let's get spell hard side, poison, whatever you do. Even with don't rely on it.
Lots of ticket.
Ready for it.
Nothing. I think we're ready to go. I was letting people have a second to change their gear. Everyone's good. Heavy nature resist. Everybody's in. We're ready to go. All right. Pulling in 5 seconds. Pulling in 3, 2, 1. Going now.
Let's go get aggro.
So everybody's in. I'm gonna move them to the opposite side of the room, like we wanted to start with.
Range move with them.
Cage right here, NR.
Lights gonna be up on the boss 100% of the time, so keep hitting it.
Good removals. Look at that. Get ready to split up.
Get your position.
Change weapons back.
Move now.
No, we gotta break him. You can't move before he breaks. There you go. Give it a second. Great job. Stay in. There you go. Give it a second though. There we are. So he just randomly went and killed a healer. I'm not sure how this works, but it was Bethel again.
Yeah, the poison cloud.
Big removal. Stay on him. You gotta push him through this quick. Get out of the cloud.
Spell.
I'm not gonna move him very much. I mostly need you guys to just move away from him. I'm gonna move to the back to towards the entrance if I can actually. So yeah, move away from this as we clouds behind him as we go.
Dispel low health.
There it is. He's frozen. Switch back to normal weapons.
Yep, everybody pop a healing cooldown if you have one.
Yeah, throw a bandage up. Self pot or heal. Stay out of the poison. Right. Only a couple left. They seem to be on the far side, so give me a second and threat. Try to help me pick him up. I got him. Yep, I'm going over there. Stay on him. Big dispels. That's all this fight's about. Stay out of the poisons. So melee, you cannot make mistakes and cause more healing on you.
We want to be red.
Yeah, a dispeller if you can. They're probably low on mana. Just gotta get him through this.
Got it, guys.
I moved him. Just got out of that. So that poison cloud fucked a lot of melee just now. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pop this. But this is the kill if we can pop it. Ah, fuck.
People who are wanding there need to be attacking him. Wanding doesn't do anything when he's frozen. It has to be a melee hit.
I'm seeing people with two-handers too. Can't you switch to
Yeah,
dual wielding? Wouldn't that be
it's
smarter?
number of hits. Yeah, number of melee hits. So that's a kill. We just got to do that again.
Phase 1 was great. Phase 2 Shatter, we were way too slow on getting going.
Yeah.
You guys got it though, that's the whole thing. You're right on top of it.
I think this is what's been killing us every single time we get to the third shatter phase and we don't shatter him because we're wanding instead of
Yeah.
right clicking. We need to all run up and melee him.
Yeah, it's melee hits. So yeah, it's instances of frost damage has to be 200 to freeze him, and then I forgot the value to break him, but I think it's
First phase is
a
100,
lot.
second
So.
phase is 1 to 50, third phase is 200, and I think the last 50 is right clicking, melee hits and shatter.
Okay.
Are the daggers faster than the normal weapons you guys are using? Just keep those on until we actually shatter them.
Yeah, good point.
I like the melee house strategy. Swap spaces. Go out and bandage themselves and a lot of spells off and spell them really. It's definitely a little calm whenever you get them.
I mean, how much of a time improvement do we have between phases?
really bad. First one.
Yeah, maybe on the first one it's worth it, and on the second one it's
No, dude, you just stay in the whole time. You're like, yeah, we just play the mechanics, stay in the whole time. Huge dispels of the poison, like, and that's all it's about. That was good enough. That was good enough if we just chain target better and like mitigate. We had a bunch of melee die in the poison cloud. You just have to constantly just constantly move if you're scared of not reacting quick enough to a poison cloud spawning underneath you. And I'm not going to move the boss very much after I get him to one side or the other.
Shouldn't spread out too much, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, range should be relatively moved up all the way.
Sure. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
avoiding
also,
clouds.
you'd use diamond as a convergence point on both phases. So when we're getting ready to group up for AoE, we need to converge on diamond. When we are spreading out back in phase 1, we need to still be close enough to diamond so that he goes to the wall.
I think I figured out why he aggroes people at the end. I'm pretty sure either all of the blobs or the last blob is actually him. Because I was mind flaying one and it didn't die, and I kept my mind flay on Discipline came back up.
That could explain why he goes crazy on some people, because some fat heals get dropped and. Yeah, exactly. It's all about number of hits to crack him.
What about like a blink that you spam movement or anything? Yeah.
Hey, something Baikonur just brought up. He noticed that phase 1 poison volley was only doing about 500 damage. The third phase poison volley is doing up to 15.
It does increase XP.
Yeah, so make sure that before the third phase you have a cooldown set to take greater nature protection potion.
If we don't get him down below, call it 3% after the second shatter, it's everyone out. We're not going to be able to get him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like personally, I just took the pot now. Early in the fight, I'm going to take a mana pot, and then towards the end of the fight, I'm going to take another greater nature protection potion right before he pops out of the second wave slots.
Right, but if it goes to a third full phase, everyone should just get out and not take it down.
So, I mean, after the second wave of slime, we're aiming for 20% earns.
Well, after the second set of blobs?
Yeah.
After the second set of blobs, we want them down below 5%. We want them down below 3%. That's how it's done.
I know what we want. What is realistic?
That's realistic. If everyone's on top of blobs, especially after the second shatter, and everyone nukes the shit out of the blobs, you're going to be there. You're going to be below 2%. If we did on the second shatter what we did on the first shatter, he'd be below 2%. Yeah, I know we can't repeat it because of the sapper charges, but there are fewer blobs on the second shatter that we should be able to chase down and get down. Summon Steela, please.
That makes good. Click this shit.
Alright, I'm a believer. Let's get ready to pull again.
for Elliot.
No more.
Make nature pods.
No more.
You guys just like, I know like obviously like nobody wants to hear it. We can tell them what to do, of course, but can we just try to like when we go into the room, like range, like stand where the blobs are gonna be. So like if the blobs split, like you shouldn't ever be moving unless you're like a melee. Like when ranger there, like you should be damaging that whole phase. You should be damaged. You should never be moving your board, like your character. And then after that phase, you should run back and get ready to go to the opposite side where the new ads are gonna be.
Yeah, guys, that's
Yeah.
why we're trying to keep guys over the west side section. That's where we want you to be close to the blobs when they spawn. Okay? Simple stuff.
All our damage comes from that phase. Like the most of our damage, we want to make the best time of our damage when he explodes. Like from that second he explodes, all the damage should be laid in. You shouldn't be like not damaging any part of that phase.
So if we have trouble here, I want to create like 4 or 5 assist trains. And maybe we all stay in the same part of the room, but we still have like only maybe 2, 3, or 4 targets at once.
I'm throwing missiles.
Whatever. But I think we're doing fine for the most part, just working on halves. So we know what we're doing. Timing is important, so let's get ready to pull.
Thank you.
Alright, I think everyone looks good. Last call, mount up. Heavy nature resist on everyone, avoid the poison clouds at all cost. Alright, pulling in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, pulling now.
Retrieve through your baller. It's like a hawk.
Don't throw it against the wall.
We might just have to kill this side, but I'm gonna move them.
See, like I'm still putting up my hawk, so those will be instant.
Toxin cloud.
spells.
Move with us. Get ready for it. Keep your fast weapons out. Number of melee hits. I don't want to see any ranged. Mages, you're worthless. Like, you gotta hit them.
Don't matter, guys.
Yeah.
It's all about melee hit.
Those sapper charges are way early.
Decent though.
Everybody converge back to diamond if you're ranged.
Back towards the middle of the room where we started.
Druids, don't stop this spell. Just keep pulling it up right now. It's a hawk. Clear those instantly.
Let's get out of the toxins.
Like low health melee, we should be cryoing them right now.
Stay close. Don't get too far away. We gotta be close to the spells.
Innervate, please.
At all
Get
range
away
in
from the
and
poison.
right click. No more ones.
Check your max range on the melee
No
hits.
ones.
Everyone melees, yeah. Get ready to break up. Strong weapons.
Start deeps. Druids, cure low health.
Alright, so we have to focus on the side that the raid's basically standing right now. Get out of the toxins.
Heal red.
He's up.
Yeah, you have to move. Every time the toxin spawns, you have to move, otherwise you take too much damage. Because it spawns, if you're standing still at max melee range, you'll be hitting it when it spawns. We gotta keep them moving. That's a wipe. Everyone run out if you can.
How did 2 people die outside the room?
I don't know, we're like negating the poison
I'm not sure. So listen, what we're missing is the assist trains properly. I think we're overkilling some and not killing others. We need to split our DPS evenly on different slimes. Even if we're in the same half of the room, I want to have people responsible for marking, and then I want to have maybe only 5 assist trains going on. So 5 different marks, and then there's groups of people queuing off each one of those.
So our abolish poison. Every 2 seconds it ticks and takes off the poison. So like when I'm looking at the fight and like he's about to do a poison, I'm like looking at like Arona's in the red. Like I preemptively put the abolish on him before the poison comes out, and then the poison comes out and every 2 seconds it's gonna get cleared. So like he's not eating any damage from the poison. Where like what we're doing now is like poison's coming out and we're dispelling it. Like then like if they're really low health, they're just gonna die. Like preemptively taking that chance for them to die away.
Put a heal on them in between the poisons, which would essentially be the same thing.
No, like if you're one hit dude and a poison comes out and then it hits you and then it ticks, you're like fucked. But if I pot you or whatever, heal you, like I might like heal you, but if it ticks twice, you're gonna die. Like this taking all the ticks away.
Like everything shouldn't be up at all times when we're in the range phase. Melee's not in.
Yeah.
Should be up at all times. There should not be a single instant where we don't have a ball of poison on.
Yes.
Just a thought. What if we assign certain people to play in certain groups, kind of thing, so that we were responsive to those people?
That's definitely the thing that's overpowering us in all these phases. If we could get better there, it would be miles.
Like if you're setting priorities and just spamming it, it's going to decrease everything.
So I'm not very versed on the healing stuff. When you said spam,
You're not going to be wasting a cast. That's the thing.
yeah. So
Decursive's not going to show like preemptive.
yeah, you have to spam it. Yeah, spread it out. I agree.
To preemptively do it, yeah, you could assign people to certain groups. That would be easier. But I mean, just whoever doesn't have fucking abolish poison on them, just put it on them. It's not really hard.
Yeah, your unit frame should be set up to be able to see that.
Phase 1, like it's lasting longer than like it's only an 8-second thing, and it only picks every 2 seconds. So you're chancing it actually running out.
I can save like.
How long does abolish poison last? What's the
8 seconds.
and how long's the cooldown? Does it have one?
There isn't.
It's instant.
Yeah. So each person with abolish poison can cover 6 to 7 people from it. Like it just makes you immune to it. And that's what's killing the entire raid. Okay, but you could save several.
But
Like
yeah, I agree. I think we should be.
yeah,
doing it,
let's
but
and that's is that only druids that have that?
yeah, it's a hot for us.
No one else has to dispel if they're doing that. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, Pallies will still have to dispel, but people can heal more.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's
Priest?
all right, let's I want to put every single yeah, let's
Yeah, I'd like prefer priest to be like hotting
Yeah.
us, or I don't know, like
all
I
of our
can't heal at
druids,
all,
that's that
basically.
yeah, that's all you're doing. So yeah, every single druid, that's all you're doing this attempt. And let's do melee in one more time with that change. I want to do melee in one more time with that change, and then I'm going to keep them moving towards the second phase because it's a lot more poison clouds, and they spawn under where it'll damage you even if you're standing there.
After the first shatter, it makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense to melee out because you want to relieve the stress on the healers.
Sure.
The person who heals, and then just
And we'll also be moving them closer to where the melee run in from.
melee out.
Yeah.
You don't want to keep them in for phase 2.
Okay, I'm fine with that change. Alright, let's get ready to pull again. Everyone get your buffs up. Yeah, so everyone's in on the pull. And so
You can try to bandage each other too, like if you see some fact that doesn't have bandage or isn't bandaging himself, like just bandage him for me, please.
Invade is missing. More
Get a lock stone. fight's like so hard to heal you guys, basically. Like if you get below 25%, like it's very, then you become like a prio to start getting heals. So like if you get below like 30 or 40% and you haven't received a heal, like that's when you want to start popping
Let's get a summon on join KT group 4, Fred Weasley group 6.
This is out of shards.
So like I'm gonna abolish group 4. So well and evil narrows, Celia, pancakes. So I want us to all try to be close together for me. Like we don't want to like we're getting spread a lot, but also like just watch out for the poison clouds because people are still getting fucked up by those. Like that's a lot of damage.
Is Exacerbate out tonight?
He's on
He's
his
on mage.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I was wondering if you want you doing poison removal, but
Well, that was the other plans if I wasn't on the mage, I'd be on the druid and cringing right now heal gear.
yeah.
I don't mind you doing that if you innervate like Eldude or something, a priest, so they can heal.
He's not an innervate spec, is he?
It's like their
Oh, yeah,
radios,
yeah.
basically.
You don't have to. Let's stay on your mage for now. We might consider it, but let's see what changes with all the druids rotating that, and then also if people want to chip in here, I guess it's expensive, but resto pots are going to give you 30 seconds of coverage as well. It's not ideal, but if you notice like you're running out of the room and you have it or something, it helps a lot. Same with jungle remedies if you're cheap.
I have some jungle remedies if anybody wants.
Alright, but let's get ready to pull. Buffs are ticking. We have limited time tonight, so everyone's ready to go. Mana looks good. Final check on your buffs.
Save your like jungle remedies and shit for the later phases, please. Like first phase is fucking easy, but the
Yeah.
second and third phase are very, very hard.
Alright,
Riding sets off, let's go.
ready to pull. 5-second warning. Everybody's in initially. Everyone ready. Pulling in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Everyone in now. I'm gonna move them over to the side.
See like low target, low health, they're getting the
Innervate now.
Keep popping them.
Anyway,
see now we heal.
no one.
This is the time to heal.
Hold target. Hold them. Down.
That was the best we've ever done.
Melee out.
All melee out. Try to remove your poison. I'm gonna move them a little bit.
Range, get kind of close to diamond, not too close.
You have to watch out for the
I
clouds.
gotta start moving them. Yeah, I moved them past a lot of range. Move back. Avoid the clouds. I'm gonna move them to the near side of the room for melee to run in on.
No wands when he freezes.
Stay out of that toxin cloud.
Get like a half circle, you gotta spread more. We're gonna miss the ads on pros by pro.
Yeah, you guys scoot over. Scoot over where pro is. Melee, come in now. He just froze. Melee, we're late. That's alright.
Do your deeps, just get ready.
Big
because
hits.
We're not gonna be clogged up, we're gonna spread the whole room.
Number some melee. Vlad, more to your left.
Avoid the cloud. Alright, spread.
Spread. We go. Far across the room.
Yeah,
Get 'em,
fuck.
get 'em,
We
get
were.
'em. Everybody
They're like
get
evenly
yes.
spread. We just gotta make sure we kill some guaranteed. Everyone out. Melee out again.
Use all your healing cooldown. That's really hard heal.
6 seconds for melee to get out for next volley.
Cryo shit. Good job.
Just avoid these clouds. Everyone has to avoid the clouds like the plague. Primarily far side when he for this final phase. Alright, melee in after this poison. Melee in now. Melee in fast.
Melee's really fun.
It's fine. Everyone hit it. Everyone has melee. Don't range. Range does nothing. You have to hit it.
Come melee.
Don't get burned. Let's cloud here.
Fuck.
Just too far from.
That was not bad though, guys. We did that.
We still have this. It's not a wipe yet. Everyone out. No. Why are we... Okay. We have 3 dead. And you call everyone out. At 20%.
It'll save more time to clear it and then start it.
That was really good. So what's the second phase is always fucked us because they like spread out, so we have to spread
Alright.
out. Really good. You guys did amazing though.
Hey, here's something that I wanted to point out from some guides I was reading. When he is, when we don't get him down to the next phase of like, like cracking up or getting slow or whatever, if we don't get it in time, he just goes back to the phase he was before. So.
Yeah, it's not a complete loss.
Like a
Yeah.
complete reset.
And also, we had 3 dead, and we call out. Yeah. We lost 14 getting out there, but I'm not gonna harp on it. Yeah, but I mean, there was 3 slimes left to kill, and or 4. He was at 20%. There was 4, 5% health each. Correct. Everyone has to run up and hit him. It's just number of hits.
It's about the plus damage after he's frozen, and you see the shackles on him. Only melee damage is what hits. Is not out now.
So then you guys are saying put frost oil on your melee weapon.
Yeah, because every time it procs, it counts as an instance of frost damage.
Yeah. So mages and other people, that's why they.
No, mages aren't going to be doing that.
Yeah.
They're only meleeing when he's already frozen. That's
Exactly.
Plus damage, you just need physical damage.
Yeah.
It's not melee damage, it's physical damage at all.
Physical damage once
Correct,
he's
sorry.
already frozen will shatter.
Physical damage for that when he's frozen. Frost damage to make him freeze. And it's a number of instances. Doesn't matter how much.
Think of it like a fucking ice cube. You gotta break the ice cube.
Yep. Alright, everyone's alive. Let's get everyone back here. A lot of us have used our sapper charges. Hey, how many... Does someone have a stockpile of charges they can pass out? 1 to everyone? I've blown through all of mine now.
Irina has like 50.
If you mind logging on them real quick, let's make sure everyone who can use one has one.
We don't have shards, sorry.
That's the best one yet.
So I think we've all been like fooled on phase 2 and like thinking they're gonna come from where we weren't. But we just spread like a big circle with like 3 or 4 people next to each other.
I think Goomkin's right. It looks like, from what I've seen, it just spreads out to
Yeah.
a wider spaced circle.
That's what it feels like.
Because we're always missing like 2 or 3 like shitty ones that no one's even fucking close to. But I feel like we could get it.
Let's do... I want to do assist training. I'm fine if we don't change groups, but let's pick like 5 or 6 melee DPS. You guys are going to be responsible for marking one of your targets, and we can be easy with 39 people. We can be hitting at least 6 or 7 at a time. And then I want to assign everyone to at least one other person to back up that and double up people on every single mark. That just ensures we're at least a little bit spread. and then you guys, we can go like left to right with your marks, kind of a fan formation. Because it just feels like we're overkilling in certain areas still.
Any locks that shards.
Yep, no, that's the other thing. Your locks are about out of shards, so 40 to 0.
Dude, you should
Should have brought 60.
Alright, so Bluish, Moosby, Mad, Avrona, and Quellion. You guys are the mark assist trains. So let's do the marks in that order. So Bluish, Skull, Schmoosby, X, Mad, Square, Avrona, Moon, Quellion, Triangle.
Alright, so like
I
free
recommend
force, all good, guys.
you guys bind.
You don't kill a blob, all the damage you do to it will come to
Exactly. It's all about assist training here. So we can easily split up into like 6 different assist trains, like what we're doing. Or 5.
So, like, I personally prefer you guys to hit someone else that's hitting a blob. Like, don't just rando your own fucking blob. Always try to team up, but save your cooldowns for healing or nature, whatever poison. But
Yep.
don't just spell any poisons in the first phase. That's easy. That's the waste. Like phase 2 and phase 3 is when it gets really hard for me.
What I'll say is, like, you're right, Inton, but getting some of them low and then they get hit by the AoE at the end
Yeah.
is also like a good thing.
If we have the saber charges for it, that's big.
No, that's like
Also, like the mage AoE landing too does like a surprising amount of damage. It's 6, so having them at like half health can be the difference.
Dude, could you not get summoned?
I'm still walking.
You're walking over here. How close are you? I'm gonna come back on my mount and grab him off you. Dude has a he has Yogi, group 8. He has the sapper charges.
Iombra, Fred Weasley, soon to be Green Games. Green Games,
Almost
same
there.
game.
Almost there, bro. Almost there.
Okay, open up praise for Sapper.
Just give one each person. We have 8 minutes on our frost oils if you applied when I did. 7 minutes now. Let's hurry up and pull soon.
Anyone open Sapper charges, open up praise.
If you can use a sapper, make sure you have it.
Last call.
Double check your buffs. Alright, let's pull in about 15 seconds.
Hold on, I gotta log over.
Yep. I'll wait on you to log and then we're going to pull right when you get in.
Are you just giving me all these ones?
Alright, is everyone ready?
I need Kings again. Druid. Oh, my flask is up. Thanks.
Stop us on the thing on the good
Alright, Dude is Among Us. Quick buffs on him. Artificial Intelligence. And let's roll.
Can I just get AI first?
You wanna wait for green? It's an extra dispel and shit. Well,
Yes, Among Us.
actually no. It's Frost 1.
I think so. Because he increase your
I say
melee
just go.
defense. Okay.
Alright.
I'll do the spell.
Everyone looks good. Green and Ulthric aren't here, correct?
I'll go too.
Okay. Let's make sure Ulthric's topped off. Let's get ready to pull.
Just wait for them, that's big.
Yeah, I guess Green Games.
Yeah, Green's about to zone in. Do we have one last summon for Green Gains?
Yep.
Alright, beautiful. So with the assist trains, I want you guys to kind of fan out from left to right in your mark order. So basically, skull, then X, then square, then moon, then triangle, and star, diamond if there's one.
Are we doing this on the first phase as well, or just the second phase?
I want to do it on every phase. Just helps us spread out, basically. Because that way we don't overkill the blobs. And we can test how far we can spread out without missing any, you know. With proper assist training, I think we should be able to two-phase it. Alright, let's get ready to pull. 10-second warning. Everyone looks topped off. Have we summoned Green Knit yet?
Yep, here.
Alright, beautiful.
Pops.
Big nature is this, guys. Remember, everyone's in it first, and then you're running out after the first cycle. Someone gone. We have a goner. It's alright. Give him a second to get back up here. We'll pull.
Sucks for the whole raid sees you do that.
What's the first boss called?
The first boss is called Setting Your Heart to
Prophet Sekram? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah. Scare him. Alright, let's get ready to pull, guys. We're good to go. Pulling in 5 seconds. Sekram? Scare him? Pulling in 3, 2, 1. Going now. Frankie. I'm just gonna stay over here. Yeah, I'll move to the far side because we know there's more of them over there. Move with us. Big poison removal.
Everybody should be on the side of the room.
Just melee, you gotta do your part. Constantly be moving and avoid those fucking poisons on the ground.
Break 'em.
Get ready to switch weapons as soon as he breaks.
All casters
Poison
should be
cloud
running.
on drum.
Using my second nature to remove. Oh,
Save charges. Right, you're starting now. That looks good.
Good job, guys. One more.
Save charges.
Alright, this next phase.
Bench, get
Get
back up
poison
here,
on the ground.
Diamond, please.
It's all about the poison clouds.
Spread out a little bit so that the cloud doesn't fuck up stick with us.
Yep.
Interface, please.
Just constantly be moving. You guys all have to stare at the ground here. After this next, right, I think we want to have melee in soon.
Melee
Now. He's freezing up. Melee in.
in melee.
Big removal on the poisons. Melee are going to eat this as he freezes, probably. Right as it went off. Melee's in, though, so big hits. Remember, no casters. You do nothing range here. Everyone runs up and hits them, and then you get in position to assist train the guys, but don't get in poison cloud. There we go.
circle spread. Go, 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 go. We got it over here. Everybody DPS.
Alright, gotta get through another. Melee out. Make sure we keep him alive. He broke off me already.
Using any jungle remedy or whatever you got.
I'm gonna use a shield wall to help you guys heal for a second while we regroup. I'm gonna kind of snake him around the side and then double back. Shield wall's wearing off.
Get ready to go in, melee.
Melee in now. I'm gonna try and move him closer to the middle.
He's freezing. On melee.
Don't eat the toxin.
Got the toxic cloud. Not too close.
Just come to the back.
Physical damage.
Spread up and go.
Burst. Stay in. Kill him. Just burst him. Everyone nuke him.
Keep
Don't fight him. Even the defender. Kill.
Don't eat the clouds. Got a nuke and fucking did it. Jesus Christ. Best in
Yeah,
Slot
that's
Fury.
all about. That's like think about people. This took people months to fucking do it. And we did it in like a few
We
weeks.
got an army.
We did it in a few weeks in 2017.
That's awesome. Good job. Fucking awesome.
Like,
Hey,
what else can you guys expect?
Hey, I want to thank you guys for your patience. This is a learning process. I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to a lot of this stuff. I'll be the first to admit it. So we appreciate everyone's groupthink. We'll continue to refine our strategies. We still got plenty left in the night, so let's quickly handle the loot and let's go work on Uro and Cthulhu. Congrats, everyone. We can now officially call ourselves 7 of 9. Let's go knock out the bugs. You're right. We can't skip that loot. That's a quick kill. So let's game face, go kill bugs. So hey, who would have thought nature resist armor works?
Like, the spelling was great.
Yeah, that spelling was huge. Thank you for that, Colin. I know nothing about druids, but that ability is clearly fucking overpowered. And we got an arraignments from that. Nice.
What's arraignments do?
That's the capture ones, right? Armaments, sorry. Armaments. Imperial Karaji? Oh no, that's the melee one? Fuck.
Any good druid loot?
Yeah, they're done.
That was good.
Nice.
It's that feral druid hammer.
Ah, that's cool, dude. Well, good job, everybody. I knew we could do it. Just had to mean harder.
Dude, nature resist. Those pots really did it, man.
I stopped taking mana pots and I was taking those instead. I was like cringing every time, but just like I felt like it helped a lot.
Well, at least we know those nature resist pots are cheaper than mana pots, so it wasn't as much money.
I don't know about that.
Oh
dude,
shit, I'm
honestly.
doing loot. I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot I'm smashed to I'm retarded.
It's cool. He relies on his fucking loot master slave.
It's on CG and on Need before 3 weeks. On like 4 bosses.
Well, we'll see who's poor after this, and then we'll know who bribed them the most.
he came in, then you guys like delayed late.
Yeah, Bloodvine's got some slots still if you have Kalan.
That's Vladimir.
But
Sorry this is taking so long, guys. I really fucked up. I forgot.
Hang on, guys.
Congrats, Colin.
Yeah, so Quellian, I know you've been patient in a boss in the third tank role, and whether it's a blessing or a curse, you're responsible for putting up or a thunderclap a lot of the time.
yeah.
So I think you are now in line for that first person priority for 2.5 for the tanks.
No, you got it, man.
Hey, that was a bitch for everybody. It was a long time and a lot of fucking wipes, but we got some awesome loot.
That's
and,
true.
Congrats to you guys.
Yeah,
We
I think
all
a lot of
worked
people
hard for it.
walked the wrong way. First of all, I think a lot of people went back.
Yeah, we gotta go backwards, guys. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to bug trio.
Yeah, we're gonna go knockout trio. And then we'll progress on to trash, and I'm not sure which will prioritize Uro or Cthulhu, but I want to get good looks at one.
Fred, you're going to Cocoon, everybody else is going to Bug Trio.
I'll be back in a second.
Pro.
Vlad, keep me safe.
Alright guys, keep your nature just here on.
Shut your mouth.
You did it, guys. How good does that feel? I like knew
So
it
good.
really worked.
So good.
Well, it's fun we didn't try the Anarchy earlier. It's a pretty fun.
Which part?
Wearing nature with it.
Nature resist plus melee on the sacrificing sword. Good combo.
Yeah, that seemed really easy.
Well, nothing about it was easy.
Well, everything leading up to it sucked, but that attempt seemed easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that last solo was actually really controlling for all that. Until the end, but I mean that was expected when we're calling the 33%. The future, you can just wait till there's a tank position.
Look at that, boys. 7 of 9 just got us a new recruit.
What is it? I'm so glad you guys are spamming during raid times. I always thought it was weird that we're like I'm Night Hill spamming during the day at like 10 in the morning.
Night He'll see you though, so that's his good time.
Oh no, I know. It's just funny because I'm
Are you stoned?
actually. So it's like
Well, don't pull yet. I'll be right back.
time via server time?
3.
We had a full group this time. We had like more people, more than we did normally. We had a better comp for sure with a couple more mages and an extra hunter or two. And so that was cool. We had VG bot, so don't like it's gonna be hard boss again next week too. Like maybe clearing bug trio and everything, and then doing this like fresh or something. I don't know.
Hit him with that buff anyway.
All right, sorry. House calls, family people showing up and leaving. I ignored them for the most part and played this game because Fastidious was more important. They're just family. Alright, so we need to add in more tanks here. We're missing Rage and Exacerbate. Actually, no, Exacerbate's on his back off his ult. Okay, so we have Exacerbate. We're just missing Rage. We have Flesh. So Flesh, were you here last week on this kill? Okay. So essentially, were we one tank fighting them, or was it Kree we were one tanking? The charging Vim charges, so we were killing him last. And we were 2 tank fighting Vim, right?
1 tank Kree.
Yeah, you 1 tank Kree and we were killing him first. Do we want to experiment here and try a different combo, or do we want to try and stick to the Kree first? Yeah, we still have good loot on the order we were doing, but I am interested in opening it up for other people that need stuff.
I just know that 2 warriors have to be taken out.
Yeah, absolutely. At minimum 2, yeah. And we went over the placement last time. It went well, but I think Rage was on Yauj with Quellion or Exacerbated. Forgot who.
Who's
Gloki, can we have you tanking here too?
Which is the tank that's going to be needing the dwarf priests?
That's going to be the ones that are on Yauj, the blue one. And I'm not sure who we want to put on it yet. So that we can we want to burst Kree. That's a priority. Yeah, Gloki, I want to have you tank. So I'm going to be bursting Kree. And then all the other tanks need to handle the other 2. We need at least 2 on each. So that gives us Quellion and Exacerbate. And Gloki and... God damn it, I'm horrible with new names. Flesh Sticks.
Which tank is on Yauj?
Let's do Quellion. You've tanked Yauj, right?
Yeah, it just needs 2 warriors so you can both dodge fuse.
Yeah.
But I
Gloki.
did that last week with Rage.
So Gloki will be with Quellion?
Yeah, Gloki and Quellion, you guys are on Yauj.
Great.
And Quellion, your priority. Or you're the first tank up.
I'm gonna pull him to the left, Cubby.
So that puts Exacerbate and Flesh Sticks. You guys are on Vim. And he's going to charge. So do you guys space out? Or you only 1 tank Vim and 1 tank Kree?
I explained everything on Raid.
Alright, go ahead. Sorry. Take it.
I'm just gonna figure out what cubby it is that he can LOS the whole raid.
Then you can drag all the way across the room, but Yauj has to.
And they're going to all run together, and every time you kill one, they all clump up, you know. So we have to be able to pick them up quickly when they collapse. It can't be too far away. By the time you run across the room, they've killed a bunch of people. Alright, I think everyone knows what they're doing for the most part. We have the tank assignments out, so it's pro on Kree. That's going to be the primary target. We'll mark it Skull. And then we're going to do Yauj second and Vim last. So we're going to do Exacerbate. You can just tank Vim the whole time then. And we're going to have Quellion and Gloki on X, and we're going to have Flesh Sticks. You back up Square, as well as be near the group for another backup on Yauj, because it can be difficult with 2 tanks if someone messes up. And we have both Fear Wards on Quellion, and secondary tank next to Quellion is going to be Exacerbate. I'm sorry, Gloki. Ignore what I'm saying. I'll type it up.
class. I just got close now.
Dude, I'm trying to push Violent Chance out.
Alright. That's the tank assignments. I put flesh sticks. You're behind both Gloki and Quellion on X, so just keep your distance. Be ready to pick him up if needed, and then also help exacerbate if he has issues. And I'll do the same once it's down to 2. Alright, let's do full buffs. Everyone make sure you're ready. I think most people have their buffs good.
I think you missed the point of that, Fikey.
Alright, let's try to keep these pulls going a little bit quicker. We've been taking a long time. I want to pull in about 10 seconds.
Great job, guys. Amazing.
Alright, getting ready, guys. Pulling in 3 seconds. Everyone's ready. Pulling in 3, 2, 1. Everyone in. Go now. Get away from the blue guy. He's gonna fear you. Other tank, and also get between for the tank on blue. Get between him and the raid. You want to flip him around. Yeah, that way it's easier to catch him. Because every time he fears, he's gonna drop aggro. Who's triangle? Quellion. Quellion, flip. Yeah, there you go. Put your back to the raid. There you go. Perfect. So now he has to run through you when he drops aggro on the fears. Because even if you break the fear, or that, yeah, even if you break the fear, he'll drop. 30%. They're gonna collapse in a second. 20%. Yeah, melee has to get out around 10. 19. 15. 14. Melee out. 13. 12. 11. 10.
Oh, 10, 45.
Big Hills Pro.
It's not a bad fight to use your NR bot.
Do you have any left?
Thing's gotta stand a little bit out of the cover before he charges.
Shitty.
Break the heals. Good job. We're on your ouch next. If you're coming soon. Panic in 7. I resisted that. I have shadow resistance on me. That was clutch.
Just come back here, bro.
We'll keep her. Pull her back there.
Yeah, I'll change this up.
My execute froze my client. There we go.
Why do I always get so much threat? Think he knows I'm about?
Kill the ads. Get your dots up.
I used to nature just push in the beginning and I kind of liked it. Like if we want to move forward and change up, I think that would help a little bit. Mitigate a lot of damage in the first phase.
See if I don't taunt if it does it to someone else. So there you go. Solid. Alright, let's handle this quickly and move.
does someone not have nature resist gauntlets?
Is that cape any good or not really? DPS what I'm on it. If you have hit, I guess, I'm assuming.
It's not best in slot, but it's still good. It's alright.
Over reception size is more spread on plus.
Yeah, that code doesn't exist though. It is set up though again. Yeah, Fizzle.
Alright, we got a long ride, so everyone head out as soon as we can. Let's get back to the trash. Hour and 15 minutes left.
Look at me now.
So hey guys, it's especially game-based time now to chew through this trash. It's incredibly important that we practice being consistent and quick on this to get our clear times down in the future. But also important for tonight if we're going to get any serious looks at Uro or Cthulhu.
And I offered you 1,000 gold for it. Yeah, I would have spent 1,000 gold by now. Still got my code of perception. It was really more to Kakawana than anybody else.
It's alright, I'll give you food.
It's all good. One still doesn't have code of perception, so it was worth it.
I'm gonna die in the colored shot rifle version here.
I talked to Alana recently. He didn't want me to tell anybody, but I guess I can tell you guys if you want. He's traveling abroad. He met another man that is in Paris, and they're gonna start living together. I wasn't supposed to say anything, so don't like message him or say anything about it, but apparently they don't have a Wi-Fi in France or some shit.
It's closer to the server though.
I don't know, but I hear they make really good bread. So that's cool for him, I guess. That'll be fun.
Wait, who is this that you were just talking about?
Alana. So he's been to France. He met someone special, so he can't play anymore.
I just messaged him, so we'll find out.
Tell him, ask him about our conversation we had last night in Discord.
Was it Coast that you met?
It was Hey-Tay, they both are
They were,
over each
yeah,
other.
they all three
Mages.
ran off in a love triangle.
God, we've had the worst luck with our fucking mages, man.
Triangle. They're just kind of colding all over each other.
Did you see how disgusting Vlad's DPS looked compared to everybody else last night?
Yeah, so does this trash not respawn if you finish
It
all the
never
trash, or
respawns.
Yeah, it never respawns, none of it.
just one fight report doesn't
Yeah.
respawn?
What's the move where the mages freeze each other? Like,
Nova?
Frost Nova, yeah. Oh, he just Frost Nova me, now I'm all sticky.
It's also time we start considering skimming down some of our pools, moving as a raid through some of these. Speed us up a lot, but it's pointless if you're going to have to do a lot of runbacks.
Yeah, if you wipe, it's gonna
Yeah,
cause friction.
but that'll increase our times dramatically.
We've got one or two people who still need mounts, so put a plus in if you still haven't gotten a mount yet.
Scalia, Sloth, Post.
Dude, I passed this hunter like 10 minutes ago and was like, oh, this bitch doesn't have a mount. And now I'm passing him again. I guess I ran the wrong way.
Alright, let's try to get everyone clumped up and buffed here within the next 2 minutes. A lot of us are already here. We need every single tank, every single warrior's tanking here on these pools. So here's ready to pull. Here's the deal. We have to focus the mind flayers down first. The mind slayers. They're going to mind control a lot of the first targets that run up and get on them. So a lot of the Furies, you guys are all thrown on swords and boards and some tank gear if you have it. You guys are basically our meat shields up here. You want to try to engage them as soon as they enter this doorway and hopefully eat some of those mind controls. And then the primary tanks, you'll be stepping in maybe 2 seconds after the Furies run up. I'm not even sure if that does anything, but we at least want to have you blended in because it seems to be a pattern of getting tanks mind controlled. So
Is Loki getting an official tank swap? Should I sign him wheels?
yeah, he'll be tanking for sure. Or I don't know about official. See, it's hard to guess on those. Teen less so, but still possible, and that's pretty much. But we also added flesh, and so it's going to be hard to predict. I wouldn't stick to assignments too deep on this. It's going to be a lot of damage on a lot of warriors. Just all warriors need to be heal priority, basically. We all have good gear, so. Alright, let's get ready to pull. Basically, the warrior knows if you're... Yeah. If you're normally one to DPS instead of tank, you run up first. So I'm ready on these Mind Slayers if you want to grab them. I'll mark. And I'll grab the champion and move them away. Actually, kite the champion like you have been. Alright, we'll do the next one. So still Mind Slayers priority. And then spread out the Slayers and do them next. There's only one Mind Slayer here. So yeah, kite the champion.
You still need a summon on Fred Weasley. Right.
So don't touch the champion. Let it run past. Let a hunter grab it. It's yours on the champion.
Champion will one-shot you. Get the fuck out of the way.
And get on the Mind Slayer first. Pros on it.
I'm silent.
Flush just got it. Good job. I forgot to call mass out, but anyways, yeah, it's like 30 yards when those guys die. That fear, and you can't break it. It's like a panic, or I don't know. Let's go ahead and knock out X first. Keep kiting everything, guys. As soon as the X looks like it's dying, I'll pick up Moon. I'll go ahead and grab it now from you. Thank you. And yeah, you can keep burning into them. Well, that way your second threat, if I get knocked away or lose it or something, it just runs to the hunter. And then it's a fear on this champion, so fear words on pro. I'll grab them. My bad, I wasn't looking for your break. 3 seconds. Someone else has the taunt already. Good job, team. Alright, smooth enough. Just blew and Fred down. Quick reses, same thing again. We're going to have a lot more mind controllers, mind slayers on the future ones. We also have to spread interrupts on those, I believe, right? I didn't talk about that. We've already killed some of these, so... Alright, next pull's ready. Let's get ready. Let's pull this one as it comes back. Alright, tank's ready. We have 3 mind controls this time. I need
There's 2 of them, by the way.
Most worthless roll ever.
tank's ready. Kite the
You
others.
guys look at the map.
Tank all 3 of the mind slayers. Kite the others. Incoming. So Fury Warriors and main tanks also, you can't taunt the mind slayers, so keep that in mind. Gotta get on them fairly quick, even if you're not the primary. Let them come through the doorway though. Don't want to engage outside, and stay on the interrupts. I got square.
Don't hit circle.
Get on X first. No, Mad's on it. Fuck. I should have stayed on Skull. That's Mad's gonna be tanking it now. He should have bubbled Mad there. Exacerbate's got it now.
Healers, be mindful, if your tank hits MC, pay attention to who their target picks up, because you're going to be...
Alright, max distance. When one dies, you gotta get max distance from it. That'll also avoid the tank getting feared. It's 30 yards, but you can go farther to be safe.
You guys lose.
Someone pick up the champion.
got it.
We're gonna kill the Mind Slayer next. Everyone's on X. And then square after X. Get out of X. Max distance. Melee off it. Come get on square. And quickly run away from square as soon as it starts to die. Alright, 10% melee out on square. Alright, everyone out. I'm moving them away. Ranged only. Priority has a fear ward. I'll be the first on the champion. You can bring him over. I had a taunt resist.
Dang. Nature loves kiting.
Who?
Yeah. I love that map with you.
I figured I'd put something a little bit flashy up since I am a Disco Bandit now.
Quick res on pancakes and Mad, and let's get ready to move. So I believe that's enough to move into the room quite a bit. Let me double check. We'd already killed at least 2.
That's the 3rd one we've killed.
Yeah, so there's a slow one back there. I'll mark him. So we don't want to move in very much. Just to know the entrance, basically. I'm not sure how far back this one comes. 2 mind controllers. There we go. Alright, do we have 3 hunters to kite? Or we can just tank one of the slayers. I'll take Skull. Qualian's on X. Exacerbate, you're on square. And Flesh Sticks will have you on Moon. And only tank the champion. Okay? And here's another one.
We're not kiting?
Alright, we'll kite 2 of them. Go ahead. Yeah, still kite. Flesh Sticks, you'll be back up. Let's pull this one that's already marked. I think it's going to be separated enough. Can we get a B-res on pro? Otherwise, yeah, it might not be worth it. It's gonna be squirrely here. We need more tanks to pick stuff up, and gotta keep those. We have a lot of warriors. We have a lot of warriors. It's not a wipe just because we lost a couple tanks. We have a ton of warriors with sword and board. Just have to let the warriors pick them up and heal them. We can get hunters kiting stuff if needed.
I'm MCs.
And we're fine. Skull's about to die. As soon as Skull goes down, max distance on Skull. Max distance on Skull. Not if you're kite. Not if you have aggro. You're gonna pull Skull into the raid. Yeah. All right.
Guys, watch out, the other path's coming through. Cross my edge, where you go?
It's fine. The Pat turned around. Let's get on. Let's get on X.
Bookie's down, Diamonds, Switchblades lose.
Galarian has one.
Just got
Sorry.
hit though.
This is why we have a bunch of warriors.
Little Wings fighting.
Remember to max distance X, except for the person with aggro. So everyone,
Go bear and palm him.
start to move away from X. Start moving away from X. Max distance if you're ranged. Not, yeah, okay. Good recovery, guys. Not the cleanest, but thank you for not wiping.
He has champion.
Alright, 2 more to kill. Remember the fears? Do we have the fear wards for the tanks on the champion?
I'm bringing him back, by the way.
Yeah, we have multiple fear wards ready.
Go ahead and run back to the group. Alright, flesh sticks, it's all you.
Grab it in a grab it.
Get a fear ward on flesh sticks.
Follow me too.
Or Quellen, yeah. Looks like Quellen's ready. Oh, the PvP goddess. Run.
It's always me.
I can't bop you, I'm sorry. A little bit not, but
Thank you.
Who's that?
Yo, wife, chill.
Fane.
Only temporary.
18 years temporary.
Burn.
Toxidus, what does that do when you get rid of power?
Alright, stream has started again. Let me find that comment.
Thank you, I was just enraged. So fear ward just off that or not?
Yeah.
Don't give it to Vlad.
Never.
Well, we have one person resing. Now there's 2 people resing.
I'm gonna get Shibuzmi.
Alright guys, we have an hour left in the night. If we were on point, you can get through all this trash in about 30 minutes. We've already cleared a considerable amount of it, but we are not on point. So let's get reset and knock out a few more of these to get onto the bosses.
We've got like 2 people red now. But it shouldn't waste time.
Good recovery though. That's going to save us a lot of time over wiping, but let's try to, with a lot of deaths, it's always difficult.
Hey, I see ya.
I really want that yellow one.
Bro. Welcome to
None
the
of you
yellow team.
assholes are my friends anymore.
Does everybody have a mount?
Stack and rebuff real quick.
Just making sure everybody has a mount so that
Yeah, I got the
you
yellow.
slow fucks.
Come get it and just rebuff for people
Good
that
too.
This trash is hard, I'd really like to focus. Like, that was like 2 deaths from last wipe.
Yeah, what happened there with the book?
So I died on the
One of
pool,
it's like
possibly from a Thunder Fury proc, so I guess I shouldn't Thunder Fury pull on these.
No, I just didn't got the hit on him before.
Yeah.
He hit the Thunder Fury and he has one, then you, and then Quell, and then.
So I'll do a weapon switch on the pull, and then.
No, it's okay. Just
Well, I want to run up early to get a head start on a skull that's a non-tauntable mob.
yeah, exactly.
So.
It's kind of
You guys
just
roll
keep
Alright, let's get this.
I also pulled the other ones onto me though, and it makes it harder for those tanks to get initial aggro. So I'm gonna use a Quell Slayer on the pull. All right, we're ready. Let's get a quick science here. 1 Mind Slayer. Let's tank the tank 2 and kite 1. Kite, triangle, and star. Come on, heal pro. Thank you. Gotta get the other one away from us.
Get out of raid.
Someone needs to grab the second one. That's X.
We're
Yeah,
out.
there we go.
Silence. Can't taunt.
All right, we got a max range skull. Everyone out. It's gonna fear. Get away from skull. If you're not really far away, it's not even worth running. You should just stay in and get close to X or something. But we also can't be tanking anything near when we're killing one of the Mind Slayers. So we need to get X far away from the start, and then especially at the end.
People just saw your silence.
So in terms of tank order here, we're always going to stick to the same assignments. We're just shifting up one now that Rage Maw's gone. And we'll slot people in from behind, so.
Yeah, X was loose because I got mind control.
Yeah, okay.
So if
Yeah, good
other
catch.
warriors are gonna still step up, so they can.
Yeah,
those
so
would be helpful.
I think that might be the wrong. Maybe we want to have those warriors just be backup for mind-controlled tanks. And we just have.
Go.
Yeah. We want all. If you're not a primary
It's like,
tank.
you're gonna get mind controlled.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're not a primary assignment, you're backup, and you just kind of hesitate on the pull and see what opens up and then grab it. Let's run back and kill triangle.
He's coming back. Champion. He's on ring.
We're on triangle right now.
I'm gonna get
We'll kill
I'll pick
triangle
'em up.
fast. It's fine.
He's going down now.
Or not.
Fear ward on pro. I'm silenced for 3 more seconds. Fear itself.
Oh no. I'm dead.
It's on Glook.
G-Locky.
I do my death wish.
I'll taunt off you then. I gotta resist again. You're good. Exacerbate got you. Alright, quick reses again. Suboptimal, but we didn't operate with enough space. We have a lot of room to deal with here, and we didn't separate stuff initially. Also had a mind control on a primary tank, which is difficult whenever we're telling all of our off tanks to run up initially. So that's something we'll change. If you're a Fury Warrior here, basically you have some form of tank gear on. I'm okay if you cheat a little bit, wear some DPS items, because odds are you're not going to tank as the fight goes longer, but on that trash pull, let's have our Fury kind of sit back, let the main tanks try to get their targets, and if they fail, Furies are quick to jump on it and separate them. But the name of the game is separating away from the mind controllers as they die. Minimum 30 yards. Yeah.
Galorian.
I think there's two more of these, right? Or is it maybe only one? Okay, so double Mind Slayers, we're going to pull them way back. And then two of the flies. And then one champion. So kite one of the flies and tank the other one. So we'll tank square. Yeah, people are still dead. So you guys, we're going to be in this tunnel, but we're going to pull really far back and spread out in the tunnel. So come back to like diamond where KGT is. That's perfect. Let's hurry up and stack on him. Pancakes offline, low Vost. Alright, quick res on Gala, and let's everyone stack and finish your buffs up here. Alright, we have like, I guess we already lost Sansa. Alright, quick buffs, let's get ready for the pull. Everyone knows what they're doing, same thing. Here we go. Incoming. So we can all jump on Skull, but I'm going to move them over here, and we need to pull down the tunnel, move really far down the tunnel, because we don't want to get feared into the trash outside. So whoever's on square, you got to like literally just start running down the tunnel.
Do we want to battle res anybody?
Square's mind control.
Alright, Skull's at 50, and you guys need to keep moving back. Square needs to be moved back farther, so I can move back farther. 30% on square, or Skull. Everyone get out of Skull. Max distance. Keep the DPS up on it if you're ranged. Yeah, it's just the initial spread has been difficult for us tonight. It's a lot easier once we get them separated. We should probably have... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the best way to handle that when our hunters are tied up. Could have mages assist pulling.
We have like 5 hunters.
Do we have that many
Only
tonight?
2 of them are doing something.
Yeah, so let's have the other hunters assist in separating them, so they'll pull to the tanks. Yeah, we're not respecting the chaos of the pull, just like BWL packs. Healers have to, and all ranged have to be pulling back farther and avoiding the lanes that the hunters are pulling their things through. Alright, Moon's back here. Still have trash. Another resist. One second on top. I broke that one, but I won't be able to break the next one. There we go, thank you. it's about 25 seconds. 20, 25, maybe 22. I can do the next one.
Oh, fuck yeah, where's his body?
Alright.
The property.
Sucks to be plowing through this, but we're close to the end, so it's worth it. Let's quick reset. Don't worry about perfect buffs. Let's just get ready to pull again. These next packs are a little bit easier.
Oh, nice. It's a 2-for-1.
Alright, so do we have healers assigned for pro? Do we have normal people here? Basically, we're going to be mana draining the nullifiers and split all DPS on Skull, but if you're mana draining, you need to split between them. We have to mana drain both nullifiers. We're going to pull them way back. Pro's going to tank the warder up here, and I'm just going to use line of sight so that his AoE doesn't hit any of my healers. And then no melee ever go in on the big guys. It's ranged only when we engage with them. No. No. I just need heals. Wait, am I missing something? I thought it was just raw heal.
I remember last week that we ended up finding out that they had like random abilities. Right? Wasn't that the big?
No, that was the last one.
Yeah.
That was up on the top of the hill that did like some random shit.
Are they not the same? They're all the same.
They might. Let's get a dwarf priest up here to be safe. So let's get Green Gain, Susa, and Taiki.
Right.
To heal. And priests, assign yourselves to one of us three to get a bubble on us for the initial focus.
I want to pull the left one first, by the way. Yeah, sorry. Alright, let's get ready to pull. So, tanks, it's going to be Qualian and Exacerbate on Skull and X, Flesh Sticks your backup, and Cloaky your DPS. So Flesh Sticks, you can start building aggro on Skull, basically, just along with the primary, but just give him a few seconds head start and your retainer. And we can keep them clumped up. I think they cleave, so face them the same way, move them back, and then big mana drain on both. So we need the mana drainers to split between Skull and X. You guys quickly type up which one you're on. It'll be the same for the rest of the trash. Please type in raid which one you're mana draining. I think you literally want everyone who can doing it. And yeah, there's one more of that trash pack that we hate. Let's wait on them to go through for a second. They turn around right there.
Where's Qualian?
Is Qualian ready? Pro, Qualian, and Exacerbate are tanking here with Flesh Sticks backup.
I got you, Qual.
Pro's healers, you're over here where Fike's standing. And I'm going to tank the boss where his AoE doesn't hit you, but you can still line of sight me. I only see one healer on Fike. Am I missing?
Zeus is right here.
Okay.
Green Gain, get up here.
Freedom you.
Fuck it, you can have it, Lil Wayne. All DPS.
Green Gains, if you can hear this, please stack on circle. Alright, there you go.
So, you want to RL please, so we get the other on the big guy and we pull the...
Yeah, I'll just body pull. Good call. And then you pull off me.
Try to shoot up.
Yeah, I'll try, but I'm going to aggro at getting in range. Alright, I'm stepping up now. I'm doing it now because the patrol's coming soon. Are you guys avoiding that? Should I reposition?
I got hit.
Breaking line of sight for a second. Now you shouldn't, right?
Hey, good.
So melee, you never get up on the warder that's ranged only to kill him.
So I'm avoiding it.
Qualian, if you want to run up, you don't have fire resist on, but they can heal Qualian as well. It's not a lot of damage intake. So if Qualian wants to Nightfall, if he's live, he can. Big heals on Qualian, he won't have fire resist gear.
So this one is root? Right, I think that's random. Like that could be something else.
Feels good having the rest of the instance behind us right now.
Yeah.
So you think in a normal run, we'll like clear up to maybe Bisque, and then the next day start on him?
So my ideal first big step for us would be to get the primary bosses on Wednesday night, but obviously we're not going to be there for a bit. So until then, in my opinion, the ideal situation for us is we clear all trash, and then go back and knock out Trio or Vis before the night's over, and then the next day come in, knock out the other optional, and then go straight to Oro and Cthulhu all Thursday. I'll be here next week, but I'm on vacation the week after that. But I'm full faith that you guys are perfectly capable without my powerful Thunder Fury.
Where are
So,
you going?
Sweden, 10 days. So I'm gonna miss.
So
I'm gonna miss.
block on the visa?
I'm gonna miss a Sunday, Wednesday,
For your
Thursday,
passport?
and another Sunday all in succession. So 4 raid nights in a row.
Wait, you're not bringing a computer with you?
No, I'm not.
You're gonna have like no lag.
Hey, let's be careful not to pull here. Quick reses. Yeah, I haven't been away from the game in a while. My wife's getting tired of it, and we're visiting her family in Sweden, and they live in like the Swedish countryside, so it's pretty much no internet, cell phone only. Yeah, she is. I'm pretty fortunate. I have a Thunder Fury and a Swedish half Swedish blonde wife. Very lucky man.
Are you from Molten Coaster in Finland?
Alright, let's do the same thing again. Let's get ready to pull. Yeah, I kind of need a break, honestly. I'll come back recharged and rejuvenated, and I hope you guys kill bosses without me. Alright, let's get ready to pull. Mana looks good. Same thing again. As soon as Ski gets rezzed, a couple spot buffs in.
I think he might be off there. So
Yeah, he's up. Alright, get ready to pull. Hunter, step up. I'm just going to put one into the nearest. Alright, pulling now. Trash is coming, or ads are coming.
Bubble Bros healer?
I'm going to pull back to the same spot. Is this okay?
Yeah, you get me.
Hey, there you go.
You get hit, bro. You're dead.
You told me I'm good.
Yep, and that
Feared.
is wrong.
And then I got feared. Yeah, fuck me. You were right.
On Quellin.
It's coming back to pro. I'll be out of line of sight if the healers can survive long enough. I need a fear word on pro now. I'll be able to break this next one.
Too far.
I needed someone to run up here quick then. I just used my Berserker Rage and I got a fear word last second, so...
I'm gonna be in a second, so I'm the only healer on you.
you still
I'm
have
healing
to
him
roll
from back
damage.
here.
Quell, you go ahead and step out and be back up. Or actually, no, stay in, Quellian, you're fine. I'm not going to be able to break this next one. I cannot break the next one. I have 7 seconds on Ulthric's Fear Word, 4 seconds on my free break.
Berserker.
I got it. I got mine out.
I'm black.
I broke. Pro broke it. 3 more seconds on Pro's coverage. Alright, now Fear Word me.
I see so many people.
I'm very down.
Nice. I got mine broken.
We can heal pro from here. Eldu's up now too.
I'm Tuxedos, and I have gone to the corner where I'm healing pro nonstop.
Very good.
Okay, I have 3 seconds. Ooh, I'm gonna break it barely. I'm gonna reposition. That's from the fear.
We want to be this and rain. As well as fire resist down.
Shadow.
Alright, so I need a fear word for the next one, or I'm not gonna be able to break the next one.
There is no fear.
Yeah, it's fine. Ulthric's down.
I'll heal up Colin. So you guys can keep pro.
Quellian, you'll need to break this and taunt it. Sword and board, Quellian, and try and break the sphere. It looks like I have it now, actually. I have fear break ready. I don't know when to use it now. I'm off on the timer. There we go. Are you guys getting hit? Alright, moving them.
Does Quellen have to eat those for threat?
No. Yeah, Quellen, go ahead and step out. You're eating a lot of... pro's down. Now Quellen needs to be in. You gotta reposition him. Alright, wipe protection. That's a wipe. Let's make sure we wipe clean. Quick reses and we can do this next one. So you're right on the fears. It is a random ability. That's my fault for not recalling that. Yeah, fuck.
That's my bad too. Like, the positioning looked good, and then all of a sudden, right after I said it was good, I got hit with it.
So
he's got two
it's
abilities. It's a root
aggro,
of fear, a
yeah.
ghost storm, or silence.
Yeah,
There we
well,
go.
we have green games up here, so we have to, we have to keep the
Yeah, we're fine.
board up.
And we only need one with my break, now that we know. Can you guys wipe faster, please? So I appreciate you trying to save buffs if it's realistic, but you're just now prolonging and wasting everyone's time, whoever's running away right now. Looks like it's Galadon. Circles on you, Galadon. Can you please either die or feign?
It's coming back.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like it's still chasing you down there. But hey, yeah, let's keep the morale up. We progressed tonight, so now we have to build off that momentum and try to get this as a regular kill. I think we'll have a lot better odds with buffs going into the next one. A couple more easy trash packs, and we might just try to get on Oro for the night. Remaining 30 minutes. We can kill... Technically, we can get an Oro without killing anything else, but we would kill one more trash pack to safely do it. But yeah, I think we're going to drop a bot too. We have people that have red. So yeah, let's drop a repair bot whenever we all respawn back here. Yeah, that's the plan, guys. So we're repair bot, quick regroup, one more trash pack, and then we're going to get work on Oro, and it'll be fun.
What are the Scarabed?
It's a bag of scarab.
Yeah, it really has scarabs in it. There's crystal scarabs and stuff.
Bullshit, they were stacked in the stack of 3 on the in the chest, but then I had to have 3 bag spots for it to move it.
It's close.
Where are you, Ragnar?
What groups am I? I'm in combat, not there.
Can we get everyone to stand near the flare for buffs?
When you say flare,
don't give a blink.
Not in the flare. Have you never seen Office Space?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I have seen Office Space.
Which flare are you wearing, bro?
27 keys.
Can't wait for Super Troopers 2. Take my 3-year-old.
Is everyone ready to go?
Wasn't there going to be a repair bot?
Wasn't there a mob we had to kill? I still show him marked as way behind us.
No, he's in front. He's right over there.
I can't see him.
You want me to pull him to you?
I need to relog. I think I should.
No, probably better to log at the top.
Quick relog, 20 seconds. And did we get a repair bot up? Where is it?
Did you have one on?
Yeah, I got one.
Nice, dude. Is it that one fuse wiring I sent you? Is it that one fused wiring? Is that what you used to make it?
I have like 20 in the bank.
Last minute time, yeah.
I can't believe nobody in this guild does soundboards.
Thank God, right?
Like when we wipe and you play like
I can see it.
that sound.
Let me
from
repair.
Price is Right.
I was only able to do a partial repair. I couldn't afford a full one.
You want some gold?
No. I'm fine. I didn't even need a repair. Alright, we're ready to pull. Gotta get fire resistor and group 1.
It's on, like not getting it.
Oh, yeah. I'm at 299. I guess on my gears off. 1 second.
Need some more flares over here?
Alright, after this trash pack pulls, we're gonna pull this back. Same positioning, no melee. Just knock out the warder real quick, then we'll get on the trash.
Green Games get the drill with them.
I'll pull him myself.
Summer, Nuki Groovy.
Although on fight these you still Green Game.
Pulling now. Oh, gotta let me keep aggro.
I'm eating that.
Are you avoiding that? I need to reset. Yeah. I reset. I died trying reset. Sorry. So, Colleen, you have to be extremely quick and only do it at full health when you try to reposition. It's pretty difficult with this strategy. You're not in the right position. It's hitting everyone else. So you got to keep your cubby alive by pulling him back farther.
Yeah, you have to pull him back in turn, Clone.
Yeah. So what's happening is once he gets out of position, it's extremely difficult to reposition without dying because you cut off line of sight to your healers in order to move him, and you have to move him. So yeah, you have to have designated person to jump out, heal the tank while he repositions, and have people healing the person healing the tank during that time. And that's like all the damage. So you really, we've been underestimating how many healers are necessary to handle this.
Like if I stand over here, I can kind of range you and like heal.
Like sometimes you eat the flame, sometimes you don't. So like we were saying, if you just cryo people to heal, healing you should be fine.
It's just on the fears. I think it's an aggro drop as well. I might be wrong there, but it feels fresh again.
Okay. That's not how you want to play, huh? Don't do it, Exas. Don't. Okay.
It's cold in here. I'm just providing warmth. Okay. Double the warmth. There you go.
I'm not even gonna accept this res.
Just all these bears are just gonna keep you warm.
Viking are getting bear form.
Viking our bear.
Yeah.
Shadow, let it come over here, please. Viking.
Go bears.
When I googled bear porn, this is not what I was thinking. It's a little bit easier on the eyes, though. Come on, get in the middle of this there. I'm about to call a cold. Finish me off. I'm counting. Just crit that cone.
Oh, he has that.
Yeah.
Could someone give me 64 gold? Or 64 silver, I'm sorry. Jesus.
I already gave you 2 gold,
I
bro.
I just need silver. 64 silver. I have plenty of gold on other characters. I only seek 64 silver, sir. Galadon.
Everybody, please just give me 10 gold. I don't need
15 conjured crystal water is not what I'm seeking, Vladimir. I'd appreciate a trade of.
Okay, I just need 10 more gold, please.
I'm short 11 silver now. You did not trade me the amount I requested. 11 silver. There we
I
go.
gave you 64 silver. That's what you wanted.
We're good. I got it. Let's get ready to pull. We can do this, boys. It's a simple strat. Look at that. The trash is patrolling away. Let's get ready for the warder.
Just 8 people, give me 10 more gold.
So if you're word on pro, I need I don't really need anything else. I'm fine. Can I get Druid buff? There we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna pull.
Just stop flagging. Feel what for already.
I have 99 silver now.
Green. Full fruit.
This is just this one mob, right?
Yep.
So we can have a lot more healers up in this cover here.
Oh yeah.
Like all the healers should be up here basically.
It's just it's important you heal the healer that jumps out to cover me when I reposition. At least one person, and it shouldn't be long, but it happens. All right, I'm pulling now.
No. In theory, no.
Is that good? So fear break. I still have it. There's the that wasn't a fear. Oh, so it changes. I forgot. Every time you reset them, it changes it. Now it's root.
If you are getting
Can it be
stuck,
both?
you are way too close. You have to go back.
Literally, the only people taking damage
It's
should be
Quelling
Pro.
Pro. Can you guys explain the ability combos on these guys again?
So your two options are going to be root or fear, dust cloud or silence.
I see. So we're getting
You're getting your root right now,
yeah.
and then I don't know what the other ability is. I think it's dust cloud, but
Yeah, it's pretty dusty up there.
I don't know what the fuck that does. It just seems like it's root over and over again. I'm not silenced.
I would say it's either root or fear, and that's it. Okay.
yeah, it's root or fear, and then dust and or silence is what the will wiki says.
I wonder what this dust is doing to us then.
We only have
The dust
only
is
for
a
once.
85% reduced chance to hit.
I don't see that on my screen anywhere.
Yeah, I don't see it either, but you have the root of this, so it's not a fear.
And a legendary binding.
You should wait over here.
They're gonna tap their head.
How did you get that item?
Yeah, back up. You're gonna pull back accidentally. 2 quick reses, spot buffs. Back to this old trash. We've a lot of the room to work with. All warriors, I need you in tanking gear. Healers, you're covering pretty much every warrior we have. Only one mind. Actually, we're skipping that group in the back to get to Woro. So we're only gonna kill this group. 2 mind slayers. We're kiting the champion, and let's kite one of the slayers. I'm trying to get the mind slayer in the back to mark him. There we go.
If I can get arcane, please. Okay.
I got mind controlled on pro. Skulls loose. Separate the others. Back up. 2 seconds on mind control.
I got you, Tom.
To get Loki killed or not.
Oh, of course.
I can't get it out.
I popped all in, dude.
I don't have a rage pot, and so I'm just trying to hit.
That's on blood.
You're just gonna have to do your best to avoid. Then get away from skull as you kill it, but try to just kite it away as it dies. Or tank it as everybody. Alright, do the same thing with X now. But yeah, we have to be disciplined for the assigned second tanks to step in. because those mind controls happen pretty often. Yeah. Even if we don't call it, you still want a max range to avoid it. Do we have one kiting? We bring it back. Alright, we have a Slayer and the champion. Do the Slayer first.
I'm bringing mine back, but he's not.
I'm silenced for 3 more seconds.
I still have one down here.
Pro's down.
Oh, you're fucked.
Matt's down.
No, don't touch me.
This is the last pack until Oro, so even though that's a lot of deaths, we're not giving up yet. Let's finish off this champion. We got fears to worry about as we kill it, so whoever's tanking it, we need a fear ward on him, and then you need to time your breaks on the other one. Ulfric is dead. You're down to 1 fear ward. They seem to be every 20-25 seconds. So you do have to predict it.
Start bringing it back up.
Oh, I am. Where's Bluo's body?
No.
It's right next to me. It's right here by the corner.
While I'm kiting.
We have multiple trash mobs up, guys. I understand I'm streaming the teabagging of Blue Up, but
It's more interesting than Avocado stream. They're wiping on the trash packet for your whatchamacallit imps. For imps.
The good old.
They just stacked on a thunderclap, or their tank pulled it to them on a thunderclap.
Guys, we were there like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
yeah, it happens. Everyone has to go through it.
Ooh, artifact.
Other guilds,
It's fun.
We can talk a little shit.
other guilds that are 9 out of 9 are watching our stream.
Another
Like,
3 over.
I know, everybody's better than us. Yeah.
they just wiped total.
They just wiped, period.
Hey guys, don't
They just
hate
had
me,
people
I'm
die on
good.
trash.
We were
You
there
guys
on
started up
release,
on
yo.
Storm, man.
We were there on release. The AoE just killed the tank and his healers.
I hope you know you're desecrating the blessed Karaji bulwark when you do that.
Not blessed anymore.
Everybody.
Alright guys, no, we're not killing this trash that patrols. We're just gonna run into Oro's room. So let's go ahead and get our buffs up. And back up. Don't pull this.
Not a real girl.
Never a real girl. Guys, we get that.
Alright, so observe that patrol. This would be the time we'd be running in if we were ready. And you just hug left and enter the room.
So fire.
So one change we're going to make since last time we were on Oro. We have to have people grouped up off to the side, and then the tanks, only one tank goes in at a time, and we basically you're using an intercept to go in after he whirlwinds. The next tank's in until he does his whirlwind, he'll knock you out, and then another tank intercepts and taunts. So it's just a matter of having all of your tanks lined up outside of that whirlwind range, ready to go in one after another to get through that phase. When he's underground, one thing to improve that part of not taking too much damage is towards the end of that cycle, start having people move towards the middle and then having your tanks on the outside ready to pick stuff up. So
Patrol.
most of our health looks good. The patrol is coming. We're pretty late if you're on probe, but we're going to be able to make it. Anyone else behind us, I'd be worried.
What was you're wearing fire?
Alright, so besides that, so tank order, it's gonna be Pro, then Quellion, then Exacerbate, then Flash Sticks. Cloaky, you can stay DPS here. We should be able to handle it. We need you on DPS. This fight doesn't start until 30% with the Enrage mechanic. I think basically everything gets harder. That's as much as I know for you. Let me eat. I also need... I don't know, check your buffs, guys. This will not be an instant wipe, so we can practice the mechanics pretty easily here.
Can we do a full breakdown explanation for people that aren't maybe not, like,
Yeah, so there's two phases. I kind of talked about it at first. So at first we're going to be killing him, and then he's going to go underground, and like the rock, what you see now out there, that's going to move around the room. You cannot be underneath it. It's going to kill you instantly. Schmoozeby, do you want to take over explaining it? You're more thorough than I am on this.
I do believe it's a cone of some sort.
We face him away. Yeah. So the tanks, you want to face them away, and only one of us is in at a time. The others are outside of the knockback range, and we intercept in order, one after another. And are we sure on that for the ads? Well, like whenever he's underground, you can't damage him. Is that when the ads come out? Yeah. So we should probably just kill the ads right away. You don't think it makes sense to kill the ads while avoiding the rumbly thing? Isn't that not a priority? That's fine. I don't know either way, so we'll figure it out.
Counters, put traps down.
Alright, let's try to avoid the ads then. We'll just basically ignore them until we cleave them off when he's back up. But yeah, just avoid the shit on the ground at all cost. There'll be a lot more of it than what you see now. So I'm going to be in first, and then Quellion, and then Exacerbate, and then Flash Sticks. That's the tank order. That's the order that we're going to be intercepting in and taunting. So you guys, all of you, stay max range, do not engage here at first until I get knocked back. And then until we position it, you guys should all be clumped up. We'll always be tanking them, facing them away from the raid, and then we'll transition one after another. Alright, mounts up, everyone's ready? Alright, pulling in a few seconds. Everyone's ready to go. Pulling in 3, 2, 1. So the group just fans out behind us as we enter the room, and then tanks, I'm going to face him exactly away from where he spawns. Big kills on Pro. So when get back, all the off tanks, you got to get back. He's gonna, like, you guys can't be up on him.
10 seconds sweep.
When the sweep hits off tanks, you cannot eat it, and then Quellion, you have to intercept in after that.
Melee out.
Everyone out. Sweep coming in 3. And Sandblast. Sweep coming. Now Quellion. I resisted, it looks like. It's on Avrona. There we go. Pro's back out. I'm spinning though. That's why we need a couple tanks in then. So yeah, Quellion can jump in and out whenever I'm spinning as well. Sometimes if I don't get knocked back, I'm just spinning though, and I still need help. There they go. Back out. Everyone get away from that. This fight doesn't start until 30%, so... Oh, Jesus, I'm getting chased. Alright, collapse towards the middle. Towards the end of this, we got to get towards the middle. It comes in 7 seconds. We got to start collapsing towards the middle. Group up a little bit more if possible. Just avoid the rocks and group up. Here he comes. Get the ads. Pros on it.
Sweet.
There's pros out. Someone else in. I'm 3 seconds pros out. Exacerbates on it. That spin hits everyone it's facing. So yeah, you have to face Oro away, because that thing that makes you spin hits everybody. You gotta face him away. Alright, pros on it. Schmooze, we got aggro though. AoE taunting, didn't do shit. There we go. I gotta face him away from the raid now. Because when that's the sand blast or whatever. Here's the sweep knockback and I'm out.
All rage stack on this crap. Let's get together.
So when he's hitting you, you need to face him away from the raid as fast as possible. No, back out, back out. Yeah, we need to practice these mechanics, guys. Yeah.
We need to get to 30% so you
Yeah.
guys can see
The real fight.
So one thing that we gotta start doing is once it's getting close to him emerging, we all gotta stack up so we can get the ads down.
Yeah, good point. And then that also helps control him when he pops up.
Fuck you, Susan.
Quellen's dead. Is there someone that can fill his void? Is he
Yeah,
off
we'll all
team?
step up one. Exacerbates next to taunt.
Exacerbate.
We got Sandblast and we're just gonna wipe. I need that.
Bro's got it. Alright, so I gotta face him away from anyone I see alive. Face him over here. I'm sandblasted. Yeah, see how it hit Fred back there? Bro's out again.
Got him exhausted. Oh, it's back to pro. Okay.
So the bugs are eating us, so yeah, we gotta be prepared to group up the bugs and kill them off every time.
Do we need a bug team?
More so like everybody. It's like everybody kills bugs, I think, and then you jump on the boss. Do they despawn?
They do.
If you can resist them long enough. It might still make sense to kill them though.
Yeah, they just despawn.
Maybe like mages slow them or some shit.
Do we have like a...
Yeah, it's gonna take too long to do one more attempt probably.
We
I
have
don't
the
want to pressure
optics
people.
What we need is traps, spears, and just and offense if you want. So when this is going on, let's not be too frantic. It could be a simple jump to the left or jump to the right. Don't run out of the far corners of the room. What you're doing is running away from healers, and then you're too spread out when the ads come. So we want to be as pumped as possible while still avoiding them. Again, simple jump to the left, jump to the right.
Put your
It
hands
changes
at your
direction
hips.
so often. There you go.
Yo,
Face them away, exacerbate. Exacerbate, you face them into the raid. That's right. Move them away now.
also don't kill the ads. Yo, Thrustix, taunt this one ad right here. CC.
I just got one on him.
Sweep coming. Nice up here against this wall, but the sandblast still fucks you. He'll keep aggro on you with a sandblast apparently. I think that's what just happened.
Yeah, I think we just have to be less frantic. We need
So-
to be more organized, and it'll
We
make
just run out, guys. Pros down. If you're alive, just try to salvage
Yeah,
yourself.
that's it, guys. So his sandblast hits me for 3k nature damage. His crushings hit me for a little less than that, like 290 something. His normal hits hit me for 2k. And I'm in 0 nature resist gear.
You see what he's doing. He's looking at his. Yeah, see that hits me for. That was nature damage on the rocks right there. I saw probably 15 people die to getting stuck in the rocks. I saw maybe 3, maybe even a healer die to the slash. Thing is, guys, is we're like 3 or 4 weeks into.
Yeah, we need to start breaking this down. So this is a more accessible boss for us right now than Cthulhu, so obviously, but So the sweep's hitting me for 1,000. So you know, avoiding the sweep, like no one can afford to eat those. I think that's a big part of this, and mitigating the ads every time he goes underground.
Everything's got to drop to the side. You can't stand with brother side.
Yeah. You guys can kind of stand together and then go in one by one, so you know who's doing what. But maybe not too formally, because you're probably going to be on some bugs.
One issue I saw when I was trying to intercept, sometimes it says path is not available.
Yeah, it's
So you have to
difficult.
find, like the key spot.
Tanks have to spread. Yeah, that makes it hard. And my understanding is the mechanics don't change. It's just an enrage at 30. So we just have to master this. But it's hard. So.
Well, I think like the bugs aren't a huge ordeal. They weren't really fucking us. The rocks, like every rock phase, we lost like 8 or 9 people, which isn't like not a big deal, but it is. The like nature potions are like godlike, and this for AQ, like the thing that's cool about it is like we die, we run in, you pop it right there, and it's an hour. Like it doesn't fuck with your mana potion or anything for what it mitigates.
Someone come kill this fucking warlock.
Hey, so I will be on Sunday, and I'll probably go late Sunday night. So one priority shift we're gonna make this week is probably go BWL first on Sunday to ensure we have it under the main raid night, and then we'll work on finishing Molten Core that night as well after. But we know for sure then we'll get into Molten Core and at least knock out the binding bosses and hopefully continue on to Rag.
Hey, officers, jump down and chat out real quick.
Yeah, let me turn off the stream and shit.
The fact that dots don't interrupt a fear is just